And when we talk about the compassion, we have to again think about the what is this compassion? It is compassion, and I know there has been some definition of compassion, which Bhante Bimalaramsi used to say. Compassion, the practice of compassion is seeing the other persons being suffering, but loving them unconditionally, allowing their suffering to be, allowing their pain to be, but loving them unconditionally. Yeah. So this is a very a good definition of compassion. That means it's not compassion doesn't have that sort of element of emotion. Yeah. So you don't get carried away and try to do something that instead of helping that being, it can harm. Yeah. So that is why you don't need to kind of do that sort of react. So you need to let go of reaction, take a step back, observe the situation, and allow that pain and allow that whatever being is suffering. You are not able to take away their suffering, because we you or me, whether whatever, and I can do something to help with your financial situation, with your kind of a temporary problems, but your feeling will remain with you. Yeah. Your feeling is your feeling, my feeling is my feeling. They are disconnected. So the when you practice the compassion is that you allow that feeling to settle. You allow the space for that person to overcome that sort of a feeling by having that sort of their own effort, and that is how we help them by allowing that process to allowing that person to heal the pain, but not to kind of step into their what is called, we don't need to react. Yeah. So this is what the definition of compassion is, that let go of reaction, allow that you cannot do anything with the feeling. Yeah. The feeling has to do its own thing. So feeling does not go away by your action. Yeah. It is whatever the feeling that person has, its own feeling, and that feeling is purely because of his or her own what is called karma, or you can call it the condition. Yeah. So that the very important word is the condition. Because of that certain condition is being met, that person is suffering, and your job is to allow that person to let go of that suffering or whatever pain they have, by allowing that person to be. And but it's you do what is your, it's not you cannot influence their feeling. What you can do is you generate that sort of what is called the dana, or the generosity, by radiating loving kindness. Yeah. You see, the compassion goes a bit further than loving kindness, and it will help yourself. Yeah. So the practice of compassion is you are developing this feeling by that will elevate your mind. Yeah. So that person, whoever is suffering, obviously you can show the way of how to be free of suffering, and that is the true compassion. Yeah. And in the ultimate sense, is that is how you become what is called Buddha calls it as a kalyana mitta. Yeah. That means somebody who is genuinely taking care of their welfare by providing them with the liberating insight, giving them a tool rather than just some sort of material. Yeah. So giving them, showing them the way. That is that is what really Buddha was encouraging us to be of that type. Yeah. So all of us, we are here as a calamity. So we are here to show what we know, what we think is good, something to show, if there is something that I think is gonna be useful to anybody, if they already know it, so be it. Yeah, if they already know it's good. If they have picked up some new insight from what we say, that's good. So this is the attitude of, this is a very good compassion that the Buddha encouraged us to be as one of as his disciples. Yeah. So that is why, I am kind of I want to give not only focus on the practice, but that this kind of a real world type of experiences we have. We have such a world that is really, really not. We are not in a very good and safe and that sort of a good that sort of a place. The world is suffering. Yeah, and you can see that you can witness that everywhere. Yeah, and our life are becoming more and more difficult. Things are becoming, less peaceful. And in those sort of situation, we have to acknowledge that we are in a good position, at least compared with the beings who are, dying every day, who are, suffering every day. So that kind of, seeking their welfare and giving that sort of feeling of, may those beings that have been suffering from immeasurable pain, immeasurable insecurity, and that kind of a, let's say, a very, very bad destiny, let them be free of this sort of such destiny. Yeah. So this is the how we bring that sort of a feeling of compassion in our practice.